Hey everyone, I'm back. I'm jumping back into For Honor. Sorry about the lack of uploads recently.
Round one.
I've still been playing on and off though, but I'm back with my new main. Old Aramusha here, the awesome Ronin, awesome samurai swordsman. I'm only rep 2 with Aramusha, so I'm definitely not a great Aramusha. I think my feint mix-ups are alright, but I'm terrible at blade blockade. I don't think I use it properly in any of these clips, so that still needs some work. But I'll get there eventually, hopefully. Even though Aramusha is pretty bad, he's a pretty bad character, all things considered, I like to play him because he's a character really with no broken tricks or no gimmicks, no bash spam or anything like that. He's just a character that kind of relies on pure skill. It's kind of my skill as a swordsman that gets me the win, not any sort of broken attacks like Conqueror or Berserker. So I'm glad I picked him up. He's definitely a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed playing him. There's something so satisfying about winning as him, or even playing as him, even losing. It's still pretty satisfying. So we're jumping in with these fights here, fighting a pretty good Valkyrie, very patient, much more than others. Not really throwing out multiple lights, except for, right there. There's a bit of lag in this match and the next one, but I thought they were still pretty good matches, so hopefully that doesn't ruin the gameplay too much. So yeah, this guy is very smart. He's also playing a pretty low tier character. Let the zone fly there. Conditioning is pretty important with Aramusha, I think. You can condition your opponents to make them think you do something predictable, and then you do the opposite. It doesn't work all the time, but even against the best players, a bit of conditioning can go a long way. For example, if I let the unblockable part of the zone fly, it may hit them because they were expecting me to feint it. And then the next time I can get in their head, they'll start thinking, well, he feinting, or we'll let it fly next time. Because if they guess wrong, they eat lots of damage. But if I guess wrong, I can take lots of damage as well. And this is true for other characters too. Conk has an unblockable, Zerker has an unblockable, Shigoki does too, but things like this become so much more important with Aramusha, because, that's all you really have. You have to rely on the good parts, you know what I mean? You gotta throw in some lights, you gotta throw heavies, you gotta mix up your timings, you gotta condition with the zone. Your zone's like your best opener, so you gotta take advantage of it. So I'm kind of just going off on a tangent here, but that was a pretty good fight with that Valkyrie, and he switches to his Berserker. This fight's a bit more laggy, you'll kind of see it, but this is a pretty good fight, so I decided to leave it in. You try to get a deflect there. The one thing I do miss about playing Berserk, yeah, you see, and I'm just really messing up these plays here because of that lag, but that's all right. A little bit of lag, what can you do? Let that fly there. And he tries to get that light out of stamina light, but it doesn't quite work for him. I tried to get a big punish, try to parry it, but it didn't work out either. Kind of jumps in that, yeah, you see, kind of jumps in that zone. Bit of lag, for sure, but it's better the next couple rounds, absolutely.
Round two.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying Aramusha. Just such a fun character. I can't wait to level him up more, get my fashion more straight, learn more tricks, actually get used to the blade blockade type of thing. I don't like it at first. Kind of seems like a bit. That was a good deflect. Kind of seems like a bit of a gimmick. That's not really what I play Aramusha for. But it's definitely a good tool, and I really want to learn how to use it properly. It just bothers me that the top heavy you get off it isn't always guaranteed. And they could block it sometimes. That's kind of frustrating. So almost why would you do that? And not, yeah, I'm kind of checking for the latency here. Why would you do that instead of parry? That's kind of what I'm thinking about that blade blockade. But there's still some good things off it. I'd probably just ring the bell most of the time, which is the does 15 damage and it stuns them, so you can hopefully get some mix-ups off before excuse me, before they're back in action when the stun runs out. Yeah, we're still lagging a bit here, but that's fine. Lag happens all the time. Most of the fights I've uploaded have been fairly lagless, so And he almost deflected that. It's actually the same trick as the last one. So that wasn't very smart for me to do. So, you know, that's just kind of the way I'm playing Aramusha, just kind of mixing in heavies, lights, just throwing off timings every once in a while. We both try to zone there at the same time. He's trying to be fancy with the flex, he's just not landing it very well. Oh, never mind, he just got a really good one. Oh, and he tries to deflect that, but I feint the heavy into the heavy and catch him trying to dodge. And take him out there. His side heavies do pretty good damage. Not like, you know, that great. 30 damage isn't that much, but you get the top light guaranteed afterwards, which is about 42, which is good damage for a heavy. Oh, excuse me. It's pretty late. It's like 1:30 when I'm recording this, but I can't sleep. These duels, I didn't just record. You know, I always do commentary, post commentary, and these kind of got the last couple days. I'm rep 2 now. It says I'm rep 1 in most of these duels. I think the last one I got a couple hours ago. But, you get a good parry there. Bait out his side dash attack. He hasn't really been using that much. And I don't know if I just lagged into a guard break there, if he caught him dodging it or whatever. So sorry about that laggy fight. I just kind of want to throw it in. I thought it was still a pretty fun fight, so I'd throw it in the video. Next one here is much better, though. No lag. Rep 40 Warden. Very good player. I think Warden needs more love than Aramusha at this point. I kind of like Aramusha's kind of honest identity, but you get a good top light parry though. See, you get that top light guaranteed off any side heavy. I didn't do it the first time for some reason. I keep thinking he's going to continue the bash, so I'm thinking, oh, he's going to guard break, so that's why I threw out that light there, kind of beat out that and just let that side heavy fly. That's the thing, man. Just kind of throw out some heavies. Maybe they don't block, expecting some kind of feint mix-up, and you nail them. That's that conditioning I was talking about earlier. No, excuse me. Very important.
Round 2.
To characters that really don't have many options. You just kind of have to outplay your opponent instead of relying on some cheap moves to win. And I like that I picked up this character because anyone who kind of stumbles across the YouTube channel, I think the Conk video is 300 views now, which I'm actually really happy about. Thank you to everyone who watched that and is watching this right now. But yeah, I think people, I didn't even really play that well, that video anyway, but you know, I think people see that and think that I rely on OP characters, but that's not the case. You see here, I'm just kind of throwing out lots of heavies, even if he's blocking them, because that chip damage adds up so quickly. You see the damage indicators at the bottom, you know, just 6, 6, 6, adding up. You know, it's basically the equivalent of landing light attacks, which is pretty nice. So, you know, if I see my opponent doesn't parry too much, like this guy hasn't been trying to parry at all, I can use that to my advantage. Yeah, like, even if he does parry one of the heavies, it's really not that much damage. I mean, Warden has one of the higher parry punishes off a heavy, but like it's like 24 damage. But it's still you know, I think it's still worth it. You see all that chip damage there, and he gets a parry on me there. You see, but it's a little bit of damage, but it's not something to write home about. I'll take all that chip damage. I'll take that bit of conditioning just for it's sort of a trade. Oh, excuse me. And if they are really parry happy, you know, if they're not parrying, I can kind of chip them down. But if they are really parry happy, parry on my heavies, I can kind of take advantage of that by feinting and throwing them off. In other ways, you know, kind of using the zone a lot, mixing up lights and heavy timings and all that type of thing.
Victory.
GG's to that Warden. Warden needs help, man. Good player, but his character really needs some work. Moving on to the final fight of the video, we're facing this Gladiator Rep 2 or something. I'm not sure. It'll pop up. I think he gets me a couple rounds here, but yep, see, just kind of throwing out those heavies, mixing up timings. Keep trying to think, oh, they're gonna parry the light, so I let the heavy fly. I fight a lot of gladiators in this video, actually, very popular character. I'm doing this trick in this one video that's not... Oh, excuse me. I'm doing this trick in this one clip that's not a very good thing... No, that was a good parry. Not a very good thing to do, which is, like, just throw out that top light after he blocks the attack, because then, you know, that's, like, the easiest parry in the world. I don't think he does, but... You just gotta be careful. Like, if I had done top side heavy into top heavy, instead of top light, then maybe that's less predictable. And since he's blocking it anyway, I could have gotten a bit of chip. So that's just, it's, you got to think a little more. You know, I'm not. This duel, I don't think I play as well as the other ones, frankly. And I could have gotten a parry there, but Aramusha gets a top heavy off a heavy parry, which is really cool. And I get a good read there. Get the wall and then the side heavy and the guaranteed top light. And he's thinking, I'm trying to make him think I'm going to soft feint that, but I'm trying to land that big, huge bit of damage there.
Victory!
And then, you know, he starts his mix-ups, and I just kind of sneak in his zone. Really quick attack, do a bit of damage. And take that round.
Round 3.
Aramusha's zone attack is like his best opener because it forces them to react. If they don't parry the zone, then like it's heavy, so it goes through anyway. The second part has to happen. See, I'm trying all guard there. I'm just really bad at it. See, I just did it again. What I was talking about at the beginning. But like, you know, I'll get better with the all guard. I still definitely have a lot of ways to improve here. And yep, just kind of throwing things out there. Make him think I'm gonna soft feint. Land a pretty good heavy there to take that round. As the last round plays out, I'm gonna plug some content creators I think you all should watch. If you're here for if you're here for me, then thanks for watching. But if you're here for the Aramusha gameplay, I'm definitely not the best Aramusha, not yet. Maybe I'll upload some more videos where I do a lot better. But if you want to see some really good Aramusha's play, I recommend 2 content creators. One is like a dedicated Aramusha. His name is Prince Oreo. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description. He plays Nobushi and Aramusha. Phenomenal player. Watch him. He is one of the best Aramushas I've ever seen. And he takes that sort of fundamental good plays to an extreme. The other is Flux Deluxe, Ref 50 Raider main. Check him out too. Link in the description. Thanks for watching, and have a good day.